Hello everyone. Today I would be hosting the show known as Meet the VC as part of a wider series known as Meet the Leaders of North-South University. Through this particular program, we would be asking the leaders and the higher authority of the university or even the officers various questions on behalf of the students which they have been wanting to ask for the longest amount of time. Let me introduce our guest of the honor, the Honorable Vice-Chancellor of North-South University, Professor Atiqul Islam, sir. Hello and assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
Sir, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
There have been a lot of interaction about North-South University and its activities. I want to know from your side, sir, how has your undergraduate journey been as a student? And were you ever involved with any EC or extracurricular activities like we students are, or we do have the facilities because of NSU to be a part of a lot of ECAs and co-curricular activities?
Yeah, so my undergraduate days, at the time, I got admitted into the BCom honors program in Dhaka University, 1967. Again, unexpectedly, I had good results in Dhaka board in that year, 1960. I was the only one to get letter marks in any subject at all in commerce. I got 3 letter marks in 3 subjects, and I came fourth in Dhaka board in commerce. But I think I had more marks than the first boy even. I didn't feel like doing the so-called 12th subject or whatever.
12.
Yeah, I didn't do that. If I did, anything above 33 would be added to my total marks. But those 2 subjects I didn't do because I finished my exams and there were another 15 days or 17 days later. Who waits for these? I thought I was going to get a 2nd division anyway. So I went to my village home.
Yes, sir.
And started my usual things, which is fishing and other things. When I came to Dhaka University, it was a very idyllic place. For studies, you can't have any better environment.
Sir, speaking of COVID-19, I was just coming through the premises of North-South University. I had the privilege of being part of on-campus semesters. And today when I walked in North-South University, more or less the campus looked very empty. And I think, sir, you have also had similar experiences of seeing a campus filled with students and an empty campus, sir. How much do you miss the students on campus?
First of all, let me address all our beloved students, staff, parents, and whoever is watching this program. When I was in Australia, New Zealand, when the COVID-19 just started, we were heavily checked in the New Zealand airport from where we flew to Singapore and then to here. So I made sure that I bought lots of hand sanitizers and stuff like that. And when I came back, within a day or 2, announcement was made that all education institutions will be closed down for the time being. The feeling is like, if you work overseas or in another town and come home after a week or a month to visit your family, you come home and see no one there. How do you feel? The feeling of emptiness, the feeling of sadness. You don't know, as if your whole existence has been minimized. You look at every side, all you see is brick walls and nothing else. This was a campus that was teeming with students, buzzing with life, cultural functions here and there, lunchtime functions, and so many things happening all the time. Students taking lifts up and down, some walking up, huddling in corners, such a nice, lively theater. Suddenly, as if the curtain dropped and everything finished. It's really, it was really sad.
Sir, as I was saying, like online learning and online education is part of the new normal. But one cannot simply deny the importance of on-campus classes because they're mixing with students, the interaction with faculty. That is something which both the faculty and the students misses a lot.
Yeah.
And from the education ministry, there has been this news that universities and all the other educational institutions might open soon. So from the perspective of North-South University and on the demand of the students, when can we expect the university to open and how would that look like?
Last Sunday, we had a meeting of all deans, heads, directors, our engineering department, operational maintenance. The whole idea was, in view of that particular announcement, to assess how prepared we were to reopen in a physical sense, and what precautions would be needed then, and what about this in-between thing, the vaccination.
Yes. So that is in fact a major concern because a lot of students do not even have NIDs. So that they are very much concerned.
We're coming to that.
Obviously.
So our review showed that we are quite ready in terms of classrooms. All you got to do is to clean the cobwebs a bit. Everything will be okay. Check the lights, bulbs,
Yes, sir.
etc. So physical facilities will be A1 ready. Teachers are willing, no, they're probably craving to come back to the campus. The question is, there are two questions. One, what percentage of our students
Will be on
will be vaccinated by then? We cannot allow unvaccinated students to come to the university.
Yes, sir.
The relevant question is, do the students have the NID, which is a requirement for getting vaccinated? The answer is a large number of them do not have the NID. At one stage, the Grants Commission thought that as long as a student could produce a university ID, should be given preference for vaccination. But that probably has not been accepted by the government yet, the concerned ministries. The latest thought is that the birth certificates will not do. University IDs can be considered as the proof. The health ministry is discussing it. Before coming here, what I heard is that they may allow the students to be vaccinated as long as they can produce the ID. University ID. We also offered to do the inoculation here if we got the required stock. We are among the few universities that have the capacity to store things at any reasonable temperature that any labs can do in the world.
Yes, sir.
So that's another thing that's proposal on the table. So let's see where things go.
Sir, another concern is that if a certain amount of students come on campus, but then again a certain amount of students cannot come on campus, would it be a hybrid system, a mix of on-campus and online classes?
We discussed that, and we thought that if 50% came on campus, that would also help us in having the social distance. The other 50% can join from home. The non-vaccinated
Yes,
ones
sir.
can join from home, and we have the system in place. You can do that today. Can we bring all the students
Yes.
every day as required, or do you have to roster them in some way, subject-wise or year-wise? We haven't finalized that yet, but those are certain things that are in our mind, that you don't come 2 days a week, instead you come 1 day a week. So those sort of things we have been toying with.
Sir, starting from this digital lab that we are currently sitting in, to the Genome Research Institute, to various other research projects which have been funded by North-South University, it seems to majority of the students that NSU is becoming a more of a research-oriented university. So is that the direction, sir, where the university is going, where the university is continuously trying to not only fund for various research projects, aid in the opening of various research institutes, but at the same time, they encourage the students and the faculties to be researchers as well?
Yes, I would say a university is not a university if it's not doing any research. Teaching must always be informed by research. We are emphasizing research more and more, and we are making real progress. That is the gratifying thing. For example, in the Business Standard, there was an article. Which university spent how much of money on research? We came fifth in terms of research spending among the private universities in Bangladesh. You must be feeling bad, North-South fifth, huh? Other people spent a lot more money than North-South in research. But you'll be happy to know that with that money, the research that you produced, the number of research outputs, was 1,575 pieces. And when you add up the next 8 universities, private universities, together, they don't come up to even 1,500. So, although we spent less money, our research output was much, much more compared to them. And if I may, if those figures are right, our research output in the last reported year of research, the Grants Commission, has been more than University of Dhaka, Kuwait, Rajshahi, and Jahangirnagar taken together. So, in my sort of thinking, it's not the amount of money you spend. It is the amount of output that you produce.
So we are currently sitting in the 11th floor of NAC at the newly inaugurated NSU TV, Radio, and Digital Lab. Sir, first and foremost, how much of an importance is this particular center for the students, and what role do you think that this particular media center would play? At the same time, sir, I would also like to ask you this particular question, that throughout this pandemic, alongside a lot of sectors, media and journalism have been a very vital sector in regards to providing important informations to the mass population as well. Can we expect to see a newly inaugurated Department of Media and Journalism where the students would be able to get a degree? And how much of a role can this particular center play through the process?
Well, the media center is not only for undergraduate students, it's for the whole community. The whole purpose of having this NSU radio and television is to share information among the various stakeholders, among various members of the family. Let me put it that way. Stakeholders sound a bit selfish or self-interested people. So that the students know what's going on, the parents know what's going on, teachers know, and it will be an open, free and frank and transparent sort of communication system, which will keep us all on the same page. We'll share our
happiness, our achievements, our sorrows through this. This is what binds the whole community. I mean, NSU community. And we'll have media and communication department. It won't be too long. I would say within 2 years we should be able to do it, start it. So this is a nice facility, and it is it's what use you make of it. And I hope that there will be productions, regular productions on serious things, on entertaining things, and then you'll be linked with the student clubs and see if there is a nexus.
We also hear that North-South University would be very soon opening its new campus. Sir, few questions or concern arises when that particular topic comes in. Would that campus have residential opportunities for students, or will that campus have better sporting or athletic opportunities for students? And what would be the functionalities of that particular campus? And when can the students be expecting to do their classes or any other activities in that particular campus, sir?
North-South University needs to move into new campus. This campus probably was built for 10, 12,000 students. Now we got 22,000. By some counts, 25,000. It depends on whether you count only the active students or you count all enrolled students. We need a larger campus. This campus is a nice one, probably the best among the private universities in this country, but it's not a comprehensive campus. We don't have a full-size oval. We don't have different play fields. You should have a field for soccer, field for, cricket. You should have much bigger gyms.
Sporting facilities.
Yes, swimming pool,
Yes, sir.
Olympic-sized swimming pool. You should have, as a minimum, student dormitories. Imagine our girl students. They come from different districts, and they have to go from house to house to see if they can partner with some people and rent a flat, sharing. This is not acceptable. So what we should do on our new campus, the first priority should be having halls of residence for female students, halls of residence for male students. And then we should not have buildings stuck together. There should be space between buildings, nice landscaping. There should be different centers in different buildings. So, those who have seen campuses of other universities in the world, particularly in the developed countries, go to even Thailand and look at some of the campuses. You won't be able to walk. You have to have a car to go by and see. Same thing in China. Yunnan, University of Yunnan, which is our partner. Unbelievable. Almost, I don't know what the size of it. It will be probably, the area will be bigger than Dhaka University area, for sure. And so nicely developed. So we need to have that. The question is, how soon can we do it? We have bought lands, about 250 vigas, as you know. So we're in the process. We have acquired most of it. And we have been in negotiation with relevant authorities for road access and other things. Hopefully, construction will start within a year or two. We're developing the land, if possible, an NSU hospital, a medical college, a college for nurses, nursing college. We want to do that. As we have plans for media and communication, we have plans to have a construction management as a subject. We have plans to have tourism and hospitality. We have plans to have sports science. All these things require space.
Yeah.
At this moment, we are in short supply of that particular commodity.
We really enjoyed this interaction. We really hope you did too. So thank you so very much.
Let's make it a regular feature.
Inshallah.
Okay.